Guys, it's Courtney, and I wanted to show you how I made this card. It's kind of like this really big flower that's made out of one of the leaves from Fall Fest, the new set from Practicing Creativity that actually releases tonight. So I just wanted to show you that it's not a very hard card to make. So I thought it would be fun because I just love the way that image kind of turned out. So what I did first is I've just got my leaf, and I'm just going to ink it up in white ink. This is Stampin' Up! Craft ink, and it works really well for me. And I am stamping on foam. I always am when I'm stamping with clear stamps. And so I'm just going to stamp that in the middle of the card. And one thing to remember about craft ink is it's very slow to dry. So just know that it's easy to smear. So and then I'm just going to stamp the other one. I'm going to kind of like connect the stems. Basically, I'm going to stamp it the other way. Kind of like I'm going to make a north, south, east, west. You see how that's just one kind of piece almost. And so I'm going to stamp it twice more. And really, one thing I love is that this little flower does not take long. And I think it would look great in all kinds of colors. Okay. And you may want to kind of measure in the middle of your card so you can get it just perfect. You can see I'm probably off just maybe 1/8 of an inch from the middle. I'm not really that worried about it. And what I've done is I've stamped the leaf in black ink or whatever ink you want. And then I've cut it out, and there's just a little bit of sticky on the back of this. And so I'm just going to cover up 2 of the leaves. This one has a little less sticky on it, but as long as you're on top of, like when you stamp down, you're on top of those pieces of paper, you should be good. And you just want to make sure that you get it truly, right on top of the leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that little stem point right in the middle, and then I'm going to stamp. So there you kind of have where I've kind of masked off those 2 and created this kind of flower look. I love it. Hopefully you'll like it too. But basically you're just going to keep going around and until you've done all of it. Okay, so once you've got your flower completely done, you're just going to add whatever button that you want. I've done this in pink, and this sentiment's from Chatterbox, another set from Practicing Creativity. This is sure the best I've used on both of these. And I've kind of used smaller buttons in the past. Did you see I was probably hurrying too much and didn't press down very good? So I'm going to kind of use this bigger button to kind of hide that. That's a trick that I like to use from time to time. So I am just going to thread that with some twine that I have sitting here. Okay, so you can see I've kind of got my big button here. And I am just going to adhere it with some glue dots. Since this button's so big, I'm going to use a few. And this button is actually from Dinami Design, and fabulous. So once I get it there, and then to finish this card, I just used this is a black writer from Stampin' Up! And I just put my T-bone ruler and kind of mark 1/4 of an inch and then just draw around it. And look, it's kind of this nice clean line that you get. And then I just stamp my sentiment on some cardstock and adhere, and then you're done. So hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial on how to make that flower. Thanks!